Welcome, everyone. We're excited to have with us Andrea Demichelis, who is the CEO and founder of Elliot for Water. It's a great new search engine that allows you to automatically create water for people in the developing world who lack access to clean drinking water. So stick around to learn how this works.
Welcome to the Your Mark on the World show with your champion of social good, Devin D. Thorpe.
This episode is made possible via the support of our sponsors, including Johnson & Johnson's Caring Crowd.
Andrea, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you very much for inviting me.
Well, we're thrilled to have you and grateful that you take the time to join us.
So great.
Where in the world are you today?
I'm in Paris.
Wonderful. We're thrilled to have you. And we hope you enjoy the City of Lights.
Of course, that's why I moved here. I'm in love with this city.
A beautiful city. Well, thank you very much for joining us. So, Andrea, how on earth are people creating water with Elliot for Water?
So basically, Elliot for Water works just like Google. So people search on the web, and when they search on the web, they will see some sponsor links, which are advertising. For example, I'm looking for an hotel in Paris, and I will see booking.com, who is the first results of the page. Then when someone is clicking on one of these links, the search engine is automatically raising money. 60% of this money is used to create safe drinking water projects in developing countries. So basically, every time that someone is making a search, every time that someone is clicking, they are helping people to get safe water without making any donation.
Interesting model. What inspired you to do this?
Because when I started working on this project, I wanted to create something that could have a huge impact in the world as much as possible can. And by using a search engine model, you allow people to help every day without spending any money. So basically, when this gets the right traction, people can help millions of people every day without just simply searching for Tesco, for what movies tonight in this theater, or basic stuff like this. We are searching the web every day, so why not giving this search is something a meaning?
So what's the URL for your search engine?
It's www.elliotforwater.com.
Very good. And what languages does it operate in?
It's in C++. You mean the technical language or the...
I was thinking about the languages that people might search in.
Yeah, sorry, no, it's in every language because we are powered by Bing and Microsoft. So basically, whatever language you use to search for, you will find results.
Excellent. So it works whether you're in Paris or London or
in Italy or whatever, Greece, whatever you might possibly be.
Fantastic. Well, how's it going so far? Has anybody used it to generate any water?
Yeah, it's getting the right traction now. In the following months, we will be able to realize our first true water projects in collaboration with Wellfound, is a charity from London. We are creating this true water project in Guinea-Bissau, which is a very poor country in East Africa. And we will work in one of the remotest islands of Guinea-Bissau, where people have almost no access to safe water apart from some hole dug from which has very dirty quality of water and that brings diseases. So we are working to make 2 wells, and then the charity will work with the people locally in the next 2-3 years so that this project can become sustainable and people will be educated on how to use water, how not to contaminate it with waste or with something dirty, and how to use it to make agriculture. Because at the base of Elliot for Water, I want to create something that can last in time, not something just to say that I give the money to a charity and then go away. I want to make something that in 10 years, 20 years, people can still benefit from.
Andrea, as you considered what you might do, which came first, the search engine or water? What motivated you?
It basically came at the same moment. It was all in one day, I was there thinking about what to do with in the future, right after my university.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that creating something just for the sake of making money was nonsense to me. I wanted to create something that could help the world. And then I remember about all this data that I studied at the school about water, that 60% of the deaths in developing countries derives from water because it's of a very good quality. And literally a few minutes later, I said, well, what about a Google for water? What if I create something that could help fight this crisis with internet and with technologies? And it was, when you get the ideas, it's one point to the other in a couple of minutes, and it basically came at the same time.
Interesting. So as you think about this project, what do you hope for it? How do you see the future unfolding for Elliot for Water?
My first personal goal with Elliot for Water is to give water to 1 million people by 2025, which it seems big, but if things go well, it's not that impossible. And after that, to be honest, if you take Google as a primary example of a search engine, Google makes 3 to 5 billions of searches per day. So when we, as Elliot for Water, can reach to 1 million searches per day, which is 0.06 of what Google does, you can still add thousands and thousands of people a day. My goal will be reaching around 10 million searches per day. I think that could be a feasible quota and could have a huge, huge impact in the world.
Well, certainly it would. It would have a huge impact. What are you most proud of having accomplished so far, Andrea?
Definitely the project that we are about to devise. It's gonna be our first project, and is what it's all about. All the work that I'm doing, all the passions and bad things, good things that happen, they are all leading to this water project that hopefully will be only the start to something much, much bigger.
Excellent. What's the most important lesson you've learned so far?
To be patient, because we are in the social entrepreneurship world, but first we are a company, and we have to approach it as a company for profit. Just because we decide to use our profit for something good, it doesn't mean that we can underestimate the business part, and the business part doesn't forgive anyone. So you have to be patient, you have to make mistake, which is something that now I love. When I first started, probably you pass through the process as well. When you first start, you don't listen to anyone, you're always right, and no one can tell you anything. So I learned to listen to other people, which was a very important lesson for me. Now I want better people to work with me, to teach me, to show me the way. I like to make mistakes because they are the universe way to tell me what was wrong, how to fix it, and what to do next. And always try to stay as relaxed as possible, be patient, and see things more clearly.
Interesting. Andrea, why do you care about people having access to clean water in the developing world? I mean, I guess we all care about that, but why did you care so much as to tackle it this way?
Because water is not just a source of life for people. Of course, you can prevent a lot of diseases to come, but once you give a village, for example, a clean source of water, then they can start developing an economy. The kids don't have to spend anymore 6 hours a day to go collect water, but they can go to school, they can study. Women, they can cultivate, they can work, they can create generate a revenue. The whole village will start to grow as a whole. Water can really change the face of a community from 0 to 100. And it's not something only about the developing countries. If you think about it, in South Africa, they are reaching the day zero. In Cape Town, they have no more water, and little by little will come to us as well. We are wasting tons and liters of water every day, and it will not be there forever as we imagine it now. sooner than later it will be a problem for us as well. So we have to, it's also a way to spread awareness about water, because we can't just keep going the way we are going now without thinking about the consequences in the future.
Makes perfect sense. Andrea, what is your superpower?
I love this question because a few weeks ago I've been asked what I'm looking for in my team when I look for people, and I answered by saying that I'm trying to assemble my team of Avengers. So I'm trying to create this super powerful team. The way I see myself is that I have the smile. That's my superpower. I'm basically the kind of Captain America, if you want to see it that way. It doesn't have any specific thing, but is the one who keeps together, is the one who, he has a goal and it doesn't stop. And I don't stop. I'm going.
Excellent. Well, Andrea, I really appreciate you taking the time to be with us to tell us your story. Before you go, would you take just a minute and tell us about how people can learn more about Elliot for Water, how they can use Elliot for Water, and how they can connect with you personally?
Yeah, sure. So to use it, they can simply go on elliotsforwater.com and they can add it as a default search engine. So in this way, every time they are searching, they will be automatically use Elliot for Water. To connect with me, they can either search me on Instagram, Twitter with Andrea_E4W. And if they want to connect and read about what I'm doing, I'm using a blog right now. It's called elliotsway.com. And it's there where I'm writing about my path to the entrepreneurship world and to the social entrepreneurship world, but in a more personal way, where I share the difficulties, the good things, the bad things, so that people can see that it's not only them, we are all on the same travel, we are all going through the same things, and see maybe if I can prevent someone to make the same mistake that I'm doing, it might be useful.
Excellent. Well, Andrea, again, thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. We wish you every success in your efforts to bring clean water to more people in the world.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I really, really enjoyed it.
All righty. Let's do some good.
At Caring Crowd, we believe everyone has the power to make a difference. Through our crowdfunding platform for community health, we empower passionate people to drive real change. Whether you work for a nonprofit organization, volunteer, or want to get involved for the first time, you can post a campaign on Caring Crowd. Join us, because caring is where change begins.
Thank you for listening. Devin Thorpe's mission is to end extreme poverty, improve global health, and mitigate climate change before 2045 by finding and sharing the stories of those who are doing the most good. You can join with other listeners to accelerate Devin's mission by visiting helpdevin.org right now.